Hi everyone, I'm Helena Patience from Entreflow Consulting Group. Thanks again for joining us for another segment of our Entreflow Appy Hour. So this week I'm very excited to review an app most of you have probably used before called Eventbrite. And I had an interesting story to share about onboarding with a new client where we discovered that they were not using something as easy as Eventbrite, and it was making their lives and essentially our lives very difficult. So they were doing workshops and events on a regular basis and would take payment in two invoices for the workshop or event, and they would have to send hundreds of invoices out in order to manage the finances for that event, rather than using something like Eventbrite where they can just have the attendees go to Eventbrite, pay for the workshop up front, and then move on with their lives. So this saves a lot of bookkeeping for companies that are doing events or workshops on a regular basis and having to chase down people for payment for said workshops or events. So anyhow, the kick-ass feature for this is that it's really easy to track events and the attendees that are coming to your events. Some of the top features, obviously, you can create a really easy event, share it across multiple platforms. There's a direct link to your Facebook business events page from Eventbrite, so that makes it super easy to get the word out. You can track the events that are sent out and how people found your event, so you can get a sense of where people are looking to find out about events and how, and then put your efforts into advertising in those channels later on. You can print name tags, which is really awesome. So if you have an event where you want everyone to wear name tags rather than getting everybody to write them out when they show up, you have them printed. And then finally, there's a huge audience that uses Eventbrite, and so you'll find that getting the word out is a lot easier. People will do a search for types of events like yours, find your event and show up, which is great because you had to work very little to get them to come to your event. So some of the requested features, we would like to see some more customization in the actual Eventbrite page itself, and as well in the emails that are sent out to your invitees. So at the moment, I think there's only 2 templates, and you can't really do much to change the look and feel or the text within it. So it'd be great to be able to customize those features a little bit. Suitability, it's good for anybody that's organizing an event. Obviously, the nice thing about Eventbrite is that it's free to use so long as you're not charging for the event. There is a fee if you are charging for the event. So the fees are 2.5% plus 99 cents transaction fee. So that's a service fee to Eventbrite for using their platform. Again, this is only if you're charging for the ticket. And then if there's a credit card used, then the credit card fee is 3.5%, which is quite high. But when you factor in the time to chase attendees for invoice payments, it's kind of a no-brainer. From an implementation perspective, it's super easy to use. You just have to sign up and then build out your page, your event page. The usability, again, is easy peasy. There are some options that take a little longer to get used to, but overall it's quite easy to use. I just wanted to put a little call out to another events building website called Pick-a-Tick as well. So this is another option for you. And Pick-a-Tick's actually a Vancouver-based company, and very similar to Eventbrite. A couple of things that they're doing really well right now. The design, the UI is a lot nicer, so your page looks a little bit nicer, and you can customize things a little bit more. So if that is an important feature for you, check out Pick-a-Tick. There's still, the analytics are not as strong as Eventbrite. So with Eventbrite, we can get a lot more details about our attendees. Pick-a-Tick is still working in that realm, but if the look and feel is really important to you, then check out Pick-a-Tick. It's quite a solid contender at the moment. Okay, so that's all I've got for you today for our Appy Hour. Thanks again for joining us. If you like what you see, please subscribe below so that you can get some lovely tidbits in your inbox of other apps to check out, and as well some business tips. I'm Helena Patience from Entreflow Consulting Group. Have a lovely day.